So I also believe Jesus is not God. Um, so I actually just got off the live where we were kind of talking about this, but in a different sense. What are we exactly debating here? What are we talking about?
Whatever. If you disagree with anything on my graphic, so you said
Okay.
he's not God. So why do you
Yeah,
think
no,
he's
I
not
agree
God?
with that. Jesus is not Muslim. I guess I just don't know more about that. I might not be a good guest, and totally fine if I need to go. Just was curious what the
Well,
debate.
you said Jesus is not God, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't think Jesus is God. Oh, yeah. You did say
Okay.
that here.
So what is your faith?
So I am atheist,
Okay.
but to an extent, so agnostic, I guess would be the better word because I do believe there's a higher power, but I believe that I kind of believe personally that human nature is better than we think it is, and that we're all possibly worshiping the same higher power, just from different religions. So,
So
like, I
Darby, if you're agnostic and you don't
yeah,
know, how do you know he's not God then?
I just think, without being rude, just common sense. I just feel like I think he's a prophet. I think that Jesus was a real person. I think he was just as real as Gandhi was. I think that he made a huge change. Do I think he healed a blind person? No, not at all. No, absolutely not. But
Are you gonna all right? So are you gonna back it up with anything? Like, how do you know he's not God?
how do I, well, I mean, like, do you want articles? Like, how do you want to do this? Because
Well, I mean, look, agnostic, usually the position of an agnostic, and maybe you're looking at it differently, is, and you kind of said it though, so I think you are in this position, is that you believe there's a higher power, a creator, or God, whatever you want to put. However, you don't know who that is. So how do you know for sure? Like, what
I
was your
align
process to determine the result and say Jesus is not God? What criteria did you use?
I align more with Islam. I'm not Islamic, but I align with Islam in the fact that what I was saying, there is a God. I do believe that there is a higher power. I don't know if it's a man in the clouds, a big man looking at us. I don't believe that. But I do think that there is a higher power. As far as specific religions, I think that we're all worshiping the same God. Jesus, I think, was a person, but not
Hey
he's
Darby,
not he's not
do you
God.
understand do you understand like the difference between like objective and subjective whenever you're making an argument?
Yes, I do have a college degree. Thank you, but go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, college degree has nothing to do with it. But
I
anyways,
know, but it's a little condescending to ask that, but go ahead.
oh, okay. No, my apologies if you felt like it was condescending. However,
Okay, no worries.
I just wanted to clarify because some people don't know. All right.
Okay.
So I'm looking for an answer that is objective, not subjective. So far, you've made claims and given me your opinion, which is subjective. I would like something objective. Why do you believe he's not God?
Not God, because they're completely separate beings. I think Jesus was a person, was a human being that could relate to who we are today.
Okay, Darby. Once again, you're going back to subjective. Okay, let's keep it objective. How do you know he's not God? I'm going to repeat the question. You went right back to subjective. Let's keep it objective. Okay. So once again, objectively, why do you know he is not God?
Well, what I'm saying is we don't know specifically, which is why you're having this live, why you have this debate. Is it's a debate because it's unknown. We don't know, and that's what the big fear is do you are you believing the right thing in order to go to heaven, quote unquote heaven, whatever? Are you doing the right thing in order to go to the next step? Are you doing the right thing according to this book? But I don't necessarily think that there's a definite answer, or else you wouldn't have a live right now. Because
Okay, so you're making assumptions as to why we have a live.
well, oh,
Look,
not
just
you,
because I have a live,
not
just
you,
because
anybody. Personally, I think Parker. He talks about it every single day for 5 hours. I don't know if anybody in the chat knows Parker, but he does the religious debates every single day for 5 hours.
I mean, lately they've just been talking about whether lesbians is right or wrong. Nonetheless,
Well, I'm gay, so
what I was saying is Darby, is that you're making assumptions as to why I open up the live. Just because I open up a live doesn't
No,
necessarily
no,
mean
no,
that I
no,
don't
not
know.
you, not you
Because
specifically,
the
just people.
purpose, just because I open a live, doesn't mean I don't know. In fact, it's very possible, and this is in fact what's happening. I do know what the truth is, and I'm helping people understand the truth, and that's why I open up the live. So, as if like me opening the live is equals he doesn't know. That's why he opened up the live. Darby, you have a degree. You said you know the difference between objective and subjective, and everything you gave me was subjective. Just your opinion. You're just blurting your opinion. And you think that because you feel this way, therefore it's true. That's an appeal to emotion. It's very subjective. Go ahead. I know you have a college degree, but open up your notes from college and go look at the definition of objective and subjective and refresh your brain to understand what the difference is. Then come up and make an argument. If you're just going to spew your opinion the whole time, no thank you. We're not interested.